Self-control, the ability to choose the harder right over the easier wrong, the capacity to delay gratification, the power to resist temptation. You have been told your whole life that self-control is about willpower, that it is about gritting your teeth and enduring, that it is about being stronger than your impulses. This is not true. Willpower is finite. Self-control is a skill, and skills can be built. Self-control is not about being stronger than your impulses. It is about being smarter than them. It is about understanding your impulses. It is about designing your environment. It is about creating systems that make the right choice easier and the wrong choice harder. The person with self-control is not the person who never feels temptation. They are the person who has built a life where temptation has less power. The undisciplined person believes that self-control is about fighting. They fight their impulses every day. They exhaust themselves. They fail. They blame themselves. The disciplined person understands that self-control is about design. They design their environment. They design their habits. They design their life. The design is the liberation. The first truth: self-control is a finite resource. It depletes with use. This is called ego depletion. Every decision you make, every temptation you resist, every impulse you control, it all draws from the same reservoir. When the reservoir is empty, you have no control left. The person who uses willpower all day will fail at night. The undisciplined person relies on willpower for everything. They exhaust themselves. They wonder why they cannot control themselves at the end of the day. The disciplined person conserves their willpower. They automate the small decisions. They design the environment. They use willpower for what matters. The conservation is the liberation. The second truth: self-control is a muscle. It can be strengthened. Like any muscle, it grows with use. Every time you resist a temptation, you strengthen the muscle. Every time you choose the harder right, you add a fiber. Every time you delay gratification, you build the strength. The muscle is the architecture. The undisciplined person believes they are born with a certain amount of self-control. They accept their limits. The disciplined person knows they can build. They practice. They strengthen. They grow. The growth is the liberation. The third truth: self-control is about the environment. You are not stronger than your impulses, but you can be smarter than them. If the cookies are in the house, you will eat them. If the phone is in your hand, you will scroll it. If the distraction is available, you will take it. The environment is the architecture. The undisciplined person tries to resist the environment. They fight the temptation. They fail. The disciplined person changes the environment. They remove the cookies. They put the phone away. They eliminate the distraction. The environment is the discipline. The design is the liberation. The fourth truth: self-control is about identity. You have self-control when you believe you are someone with self-control. When your identity is aligned with your actions, the actions become easier. The person who says, "I am someone who exercises," does not need to control themselves to exercise. They just exercise. The identity is the architecture. The undisciplined person says, "I am someone who struggles with self-control." The disciplined person says, "I am someone with self-control." The identity is not a lie. It is a prophecy. The behavior is the evidence of the prophecy. The identity is the liberation. The fifth truth: self-control is about habits. Self-control is not about resisting temptation in the moment. It is about building habits that make the temptation irrelevant. The person who has built the habit of exercise does not need to control themselves to exercise. They just exercise. The habit is the architecture. The undisciplined person relies on willpower in the moment. The disciplined person builds habits that automate the behavior. The habit is the discipline. The automation is the liberation. The sixth truth: self-control is about attention. What you attend to, you feel. What you feel, you act on. If you attend to the temptation, you will feel the urge. If you attend to the commitment, you will feel the resolve. The attention is the architecture. The undisciplined person attends to the temptation. They think about the cookie. They think about the distraction. The temptation grows. The disciplined person attends to the commitment. They think about the goal. They think about the becoming. The attention is the discipline. The focus is the liberation. The seventh truth: self-control is about delay. You can resist anything for a short time. The urge will pass. The temptation will fade. The impulse will subside. If you can delay long enough, you can resist anything. The delay is the architecture. The undisciplined person acts immediately. They cannot wait. The disciplined person waits. They breathe, they count, they delay. The delay is the discipline. The waiting is the liberation. The eighth truth: self-control is about substitution. You cannot simply stop a behavior. You must replace it. The temptation isn't the problem. The unmet need is. If you are stressed, you eat. If you are bored, you scroll. If you are lonely, you indulge. The behavior is the solution to the need. Replace the solution, and the behavior changes. The undisciplined person tries to stop the behavior without addressing the need. The disciplined person finds a new solution. They exercise instead of eating. They call a friend instead of scrolling. They create instead of consuming. The substitution is the liberation. The ninth truth: self-control is about pre-commitment. The best way to resist temptation is to remove the choice before the temptation arrives. Pre-commitment is the ultimate self-control. You do not need to resist the cookie if you did not buy the cookie. You do not need to resist the phone if you left it in another room. The undisciplined person trusts their future self to resist. The disciplined person does not trust their future self. They pre-commit. They remove the choice. The pre-commitment is the liberation. The 10th truth: self-control is about energy. Self-control requires energy. When you are tired, your control weakens. When you are hungry, your control weakens. When you are stressed, your control weakens. The energy is the fuel. Without fuel, there is no control. The undisciplined person tries to control themselves when they are depleted. The disciplined person manages their energy. They sleep, they eat, they rest. The energy is the foundation. The management is the liberation. The 11th truth: self-control is about mindset. Your beliefs about self-control affect your self-control. If you believe you have limited control, you will have limited control. If you believe you have abundant control, you will have abundant control. The belief is the architecture. The undisciplined person believes they have limited control. The disciplined person believes they have abundant control. The belief is not a lie. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy. The belief is the liberation. The 12th truth: self-control is about values. When your actions are aligned with your values, control is easy. When your actions are misaligned, control is hard. The values are the compass. The compass is the architecture. The undisciplined person does not know their values. They are misaligned. The disciplined person knows their values. They act in alignment. The alignment is the liberation. The 13th truth: self-control is about commitment. Commitment is not a feeling, it is a decision, and it is made once. When you are committed, you do not need to control yourself. You just follow the commitment. The commitment is the architecture. The undisciplined person relies on willpower in the moment. The disciplined person relies on commitment. The commitment was made long ago. The commitment is the discipline. The decision is the liberation. The 14th truth: self-control is about self-compassion. You will fail. You will slip. You will break a commitment. This is not the end. Self-compassion is the foundation of persistence. Without it, you will judge yourself and spiral. The undisciplined person judges themselves harshly when they fail. The judgment creates guilt. The guilt leads to more failure. The disciplined person accepts the failure. They forgive themselves. They return. Self-compassion is the discipline. The return is the liberation. The 15th truth: self-control is about social support. You cannot do this alone. You need witnesses. You need accountability. You need people who will hold you to your commitment. The social support is the architecture. The undisciplined person tries to build self-control alone. The disciplined person finds others. They share their commitment. They report their progress. The community is the discipline. The accountability is the liberation. The 16th truth: self-control is about the future self. When you have self-control, you are not just living for today. You are building for tomorrow. You are investing in the person you are becoming. The future self is the architecture. The undisciplined person lives for today. They do not think about tomorrow. The disciplined person builds for the future. They invest in the becoming. The investment is the discipline. The future self is the liberation. The 17th truth: self-control is about gratitude. When you are grateful for the opportunity to choose, control is easier. When you see the choice as a burden, control is harder. The gratitude is the architecture. The undisciplined person sees the choice as a burden. The disciplined person sees it as a gift. I get to choose. I am able to choose. I have the power to choose. The gratitude is the liberation. The 18th truth: self-control is about meaning. When the action has meaning, control is easy. When the action is meaningless, control is hard. The meaning is the architecture. The undisciplined person does not know why they are controlling themselves. The disciplined person knows their meaning. They connect the action to the outcome. They connect the outcome to the identity. They connect the identity to the life. The meaning is the liberation. The 19th truth: self-control is about practice. Self-control is not something you have, it is something you do. Every moment is a practice. Every choice is a practice. Every resistance is a practice. The practice is the architecture. The undisciplined person wants to arrive. The disciplined person knows that the practice is the becoming. The practice is the discipline. The becoming is the liberation. The 20th and final truth: self-control is sovereignty. The person who cannot control themselves is not free. They are a slave to their impulses. The person who can control themselves is sovereign. They choose their actions. They choose their response. They choose their life. The sovereignty is the architecture. The undisciplined person is a slave to their impulses. The disciplined person is sovereign. The sovereignty is the liberation. You have the truths. You have the understanding. The philosophy is clear. Self-control is not about willpower. It is about design. It is about environment. It is about identity. It is about habits. It is about attention. It is about delay. It is about substitution. It is about pre-commitment. It is about energy. It is about mindset. It is about values. It is about commitment. It is about self-compassion. It is about social support. It is about the future self. It is about gratitude. It is about meaning. It is about practice. It is about sovereignty. The question is not whether you can improve self-control. The question is whether you will design the architecture. The choice is always yours. The choice is the liberation. Improve self-control, not by fighting yourself, by designing your life, by building the architecture, by becoming sovereign. The control is not external, it is internal. The sovereignty is the freedom. The philosophy is clear. The architecture is available. The design is waiting. Now build.